Hello, welcome to Jaunty Adventures, where we explore the cuter side of gaming. Today I thought I'd do something a little bit new. I did take a part-time job right now just to pay some of the bills. It's at a retailer that is almost certainly going to be on the side of this ticket. However, I'm trying not to say too much because I know that they monitor social media, and I kind of want them not in my business. So I did get a 20% off coupon on this item. Trust me, that this job is not going to positively affect my review. And since it is just a third party, this is a controller by Hori. It is the mini pad. I think I can stay pretty objective about it. However, I did pay a little bit less than might be standard on this item. I got it for $19.99. I was really excited to try it because I do have the Pikachu and Eevee edition Switch, as you can see, and it has a dock in the other room that has both Pikachu and Eevee on it. So when I saw Pikachu and Eevee in kind of a colorway that matched, I got really excited and was super excited to try this out. So I thought I would show you guys an unboxing and a first impression of this item, and hopefully give you some thoughts on if you want to get this item yourself or anything like it. So let's get started. It's electronically protected. Hopefully they got that deactivated. My coworker didn't just leave me to end up with a beeping item or something. The only thing that we have is just a magnet anyway, so I'm sure I could get it taken care of. So let's see what's in here. Looks like we've got this. Okay, and this is a wired controller, which I didn't realize when I bought it. That's a little bit weird. I don't like that the cord is black since this is a brown colorway. Otherwise, it looks pretty cute overall. It's got a really matte finish, and it's really cute pink. This says it's a mini designed for kids. For comparison, I have really small hands, so I always use a little bit of a smaller. It is approximately the same size as this guy, one of the little kitty controllers you can get off Amazon. Oh yeah, it's a little bit smaller than that, as you can see, but not by a lot. And it's pretty comparable to that. And according to the box, it is, it does have both a turbo function and does not have rumble or any of the other things that you have in the Pro Controller. It's my Pro Controller. Oh, you can see that for size comparison as well. So it's quite a bit smaller than the Pro Controller. If you have small hands like I do, that could be ideal. If you if you find the Joy-Cons a little bit too small and uncomfortable, you might not be as into this. So yeah, that's those two looking side by side. I'm gonna check out how long the cord is. God, I haven't used a corded controller in a long time. Aside from playing GameCube, I think that's also the last set of wired controllers I have for any system. Since then, I had a Wii, and then I've been playing with this guy for a while. And unfortunately, I was gonna test it on my Switch undocked like this. Unfortunately, it only has a USB port. So if you have a Switch Lite, or we're hoping to play it kind of sitting in like a tabletop mode, which I do sometimes, sitting like this, you would not be able to use this. However, it does have a pretty long cord. It's looking like, let's see here, you can get a rare view of my desk setup right now, so we can get that tried out. Cord is longer than 5 feet here since I can't get it fully. It's probably closer to 10 feet. Okay. Alright, so sorry for the slightly clunky setup right now. This has very odd little like rubber buttons for home and the camera, as opposed to the normal plastic ones that it's using on the rest. They feel a little bit weird. And also for plus and minus, so start and those kinds of functions are going to be, so those are buttons you don't use that often, but you're going to be using a little bit more, which is weird. I don't really like that, honestly. Yeah, it feels very strange to hit home using the rubber button, but I suppose you could get used to it. As you can see, I have really, really tiny hands. These feel quite comfortable in my hands since they've just got these little rounded points, and the controller is really, really light. It weighs like nothing compared to the Pro controller. Depending on how you like the weight of your controller, that's going to be a plus or a minus for you. If you like the more lightweight of this one, which is even a little bit lighter than my go-to right here. Otherwise, if you like a little bit more weight, the Pro controller again is going to be your best bet. I'm just going to test this out a little bit on Tori 3D2 right now. I have now tried this guy with 2 different games, as you probably saw in a montage, and so overall, I don't know, I feel kind of mixed about it. I think I prefer this guy overall as far as my daily use one, because I think the build overall is just a little bit higher quality. I feel like the L&R just have a better clickiness, and I like the buttons, and I do prefer using a wireless controller since I normally play in my living room where it's not quite as easy to get a wire through. However, I think this one is something that's gonna live in my bedroom here and be more of a backup. It's not bad if you're looking especially for like a controller to use to like a second or third player and you don't like using the Joy-Cons and you already say have a Pro controller or a different controller that you really like and just want to grab something really cute and small. It's got that form factor and it's easy to just plug in and hand to your friends. Yeah, you could do worse than this controller. It's very unfortunate. I did not realize that it was a wired controller. And these weird rubbery buttons in the middle just are uncomfortable. So for something like Animal Crossing where you use them a little bit more, yeah, I don't know. It's not my favorite, but it's kind of a nitpick. The the rest of the buttons feel fine. I do rather like the A, B, X, and Y buttons, and their clickiness. They're a little bit nicer, honestly, than these itsy bitsy ones that I've been using. And especially, again, for really small hands, I think that this is a very comfortable controller if you have kids that you play with sometimes, or if you're just, like me, an adult with fairly small hands who doesn't fit the Pro controller very comfortably at all and finds it very heavy, and like I can't even really reach all the way across the Pro controller, so as much as I like the feel of the Pro controller buttons, it's not really my favorite thing to use all in all. If you're somebody who doesn't mind a wired controller or sometimes prefers a wired controller for whatever reason, then you might want to give this one a shot. It is just really, really cute in person, and it doesn't feel too cheap. You're not like, I don't want to use this controller. It's not like the old Mad Catz ones back in the day, and I would say that especially I paid closer to $16 for this, and I would say if you can find it for that price, definitely get it. For more like $25, I would say it probably is going to be based on the strength of the Pikachu and the Eevee. If this ends up breaking in any way, I am going to post updates on my Twitter, so follow me on there. The link will be in the description if you want any updates on my controllers. I can tell you that this guy has been going a year of pretty heavy use and is still doing great. And I mean, I barely use my Pro controller, and I assume it will outlive me. So thank you so much for just hearing my first impressions / review of the Horipad Mini, an officially licensed product with a adorable Pikachu and Eevee design. I suspect that you can, if you look, you can find these with a variety of really cute designs, and they are really very, very appealing. It's a controller that I wouldn't say I really, really love and am really impressed with. However, it's not a bad for a wired controller. I do not think it is too bad, and would be a great second controller, as well as a controller that I can see using to play Steam games, since being able to connect it directly to the computer will be pretty convenient and will mean I don't have to unpair my Switch controllers when I want to play my Steam games. If you tried this, let me know in the comments what you think. Did it end up lasting a long time? Was it just as cute as you hoped and dreamed? And have you gotten a lot of use out of it? Otherwise, please like and subscribe for more cute content right to your inbox. I've been trying to get a little bit better of an upload schedule, and I've got quite a few Let's Plays and end of the year reviews planned for this month that I am very excited about. So if you want to join me for that, be sure to hit subscribe. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching my impromptu review of this product that I brought home from work today, and I will see you in the next video.